In rock history, a band in freefall rarely survived the wrong hire. Fans mocked the replacement. Critics called it desperation, and the spotlight got even hotter. Somehow, a few wild choices worked anyway. These were 12 Cringe musicians who saved dying bands. Number 12, Axl Rose. In April 2016, the announcement landed like a bar fight. AC/DC would finish their rocker bus tour with a new voice. Brian Johnson had to step away, and the fill-in was the most notorious name possible. At 54, and fresh off a broken foot, the Guns N' Roses frontman looked like chaos, not stability. The gamble started on May 7, 2016 in Lisbon, and ended on September 20, 2016 in Philadelphia. The point was simple: keep the band moving, keep the tickets honored, keep the machine alive. Drummer Chris Slade put it bluntly: he did a great job, and stressed Axl does not try to be Brian. AC/DC's blueprint still powered bands like Metallica, Foo Fighters, and Guns N' Roses, and the tour survived. Number 11, Adam Lambert. $7 million UK sales. That is what Queen's greatest hits reached, turning the band into a household fixture long after Freddie Mercury. So, when a reality show runner-up became The Voice, the optics felt brutal. On May 20th, 2009, at the American Idol finale, a 27-year-old Adam Lambert sang "We Are the Champions" with Brian May and Roger Taylor, and plenty of viewers cringed at the idea. Then it became real on June 30th, 2012, when Queen and Adam Lambert played their first full concert in Kyiv. May later summed up the shock: "We didn't look for this guy, but suddenly he's there." The tours turned Queen back into a living, breathing band, not a museum piece, and their influence still ran through acts like Metallica, Muse, and Lady Gaga. Number 10, Arnel Pineda. The most mocked audition in modern rock happened on YouTube. On June 28, 2007, Journey's Neil Schon tracked down a Filipino singer from fan-uploaded videos, then reached out through a friend for contact info. Arnel Pineda, 39 years old and miles from arena rock, initially assumed the email was a hoax. To fans, it sounded like a legacy band finally admitting defeat. Instead, the comeback arrived on June 3, 2008. Revelation, the first Journey studio album with Pineda, debuted at number 5 on the Billboard 200, and it later went platinum in the United States. The YouTube guy kept the catalog alive in real time, not just on classic rock radio. Journey-style stadium melody later echoed in bands like Train, The Killers, and modern adult pop rock. Number 9, Brian Johnson. February 1980 left AC/DC staring into the void after Bon Scott's death. The band chose a working-class unknown from Geordie, and the backlash wrote itself: Nobody wanted the new guy. Brian Johnson was 32, thrown into the loudest job in rock, with Angus Young and Malcolm Young expecting zero excuses. Back in Black arrived in July 1980, produced by Robert John Lang, and it turned into a global monument. The album has been estimated at around 50 million worldwide, and by August 21st, 2024, it hit 27 times platinum in the United States. It also famously peaked at number 4 on the Billboard 200, proving you did not need a number 1 spot to change history. That survival story shaped everyone from Metallica to Nirvana to generations of bar bands. Number 8. Ronnie James Dio. Replacing Ozzy Osbourne sounded like career suicide. And in 1979, Black Sabbath were already a mess of addiction, pressure, and exhaustion. Ronnie James Dio walked in at 37 with a totally different vibe. Sharper vocals, fantasy imagery, and a stage presence that some old fans instantly rejected as corny. The music did the arguing. Heaven and Hell, released April 25, 1980 and produced by Martin Birch, reached number 9 in the UK and number 28 on the Billboard 200. It went platinum in the United States, 1 million sales, and gave Sabbath a second commercial life with songs like Neon Nights and the title track.
Sing me a song, you're a singer.
That reset helped define the lane later occupied by bands like Iron Maiden, Metallica, and Dio-era power metal followers. Number 7. Sammy Hagar. A single car shop conversation helped rescue a giant. In July 1985, a mechanic who serviced Eddie Van Halen's Lamborghini suggested Sammy Hagar as the replacement for David Lee Roth. Fans laughed, coined Van Hagar, and assumed the party was over. Hagar was 37, a solo star with a different kind of swagger, and he walked into one of the nastiest frontman comparisons in rock. The payoff showed up fast. 5,150, released March 24, 1986 on Warner Brothers, hit number 1 on the Billboard 200, with production led by Don Landy alongside Band Control. The lead single, Why Can't This Be Love, climbed to number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100. Eddie Van Halen's guitar language still influenced players like Slash, John Frusciante, and Nuno Bettencourt, and the band stayed huge. Number 6. William DuVall. Some vacancies felt uncastable, and Alice in Chains after Lane Staley's death in 2002 was one of them. When the band returned to live shows in 2006 with William DuVall sharing lead vocal duties, the skepticism was immediate. Nobody wanted a tribute act, and nobody wanted a clone. DuVall was 38, best known outside the mainstream, and he walked into a grief-soaked fan base. The proof arrived September 29, 2009. Black Gives Way to Blue, produced by Nick Raskulinecz and released through Virgin and EMI, debuted at number 5 on the Billboard 200 and went gold in the United States on May 26, 2010. Songs like Check My Brain kept the band contemporary, not just historic. The Alice in Chains shadow still stretched into acts like Deftones, Slipknot, and modern heavy alternative bands. Number 5. David Gilmour.
When I come home, cold and tired.
By late 1967, Pink Floyd were watching Syd Barrett disappear in real time. The solution looked painfully ordinary: add a second guitarist, an old Cambridge friend, and hope the band could function. David Gilmour joined at the end of 1967, only 21 years old, and on April 6, 1968, the band officially announced Barrett was no longer a member. To many observers, the weird magic was gone. Gilmour later remembered the mood. People were very down on us after Syd left. The long-term result was unimaginable. The Dark Side of the Moon, released March 1, 1973 with Alan Parsons Engineering, spent 741 weeks on the Billboard 200 in its original chart run. That sound became a North Star for artists like Radiohead, Tool, and Dream Theater, and it only existed because the replacement held the band together. Number 4. Stevie Nicks and Lindsey Buckingham. Fleetwood Mac were not chasing pop superstardom in 1974. They were chasing survival. When Mick Fleetwood heard the Buckingham Nicks track Frozen Love while visiting Sound City, he tried to hire Lindsey Buckingham. The catch was non-negotiable. Buckingham insisted he and Stevie Nicks were a package deal. Lindsey was 25, Stevie was 26, and the California duo looked like a strange fix for a battered British band.
Do I read the message in your eyes? You wanna learn to stand up.
The win came quickly. Fleetwood Mac, released July 11, 1975 on Reprise, became a slow-burning blockbuster, later certified 9 times platinum in the United States. Then Rumors hit in 1977, produced by the band with Ken Kayate and Richard Dashut, selling over 40 million worldwide and spending 31 weeks at number 1 on the Billboard 200. Their influence later showed up in artists like Sheryl Crow, Haim, and modern singer-songwriters chasing that same emotional realism. Number 3. Rod Stewart. The Faces began as a rescue mission, not a master plan. After Steve Marriott blew up the Small Faces and walked out, the remaining members needed a voice fast. Ronnie Wood arrived, and then Rod Stewart joined in 1969, only 24, already building a solo profile and still carrying a shy guy reputation that did not scream frontman. To skeptics, it looked unstable, another temporary fix. Then the band caught fire. A Nod is as Good as a Wink to a Blind Horse, released November 17, 1971 on Warner Brothers and co-produced with Glyn Johns, became their commercial peak, reaching number 6 in the US and number 2 in the UK. Stay With Me hit number 17 on the US chart. The Faces' Loose, Lived in Sound became a template for bands like the Black Crowes, The Replacements, and Guns N' Roses. Number 2. Michael McDonald. The Doobie Brothers were a loud, road-tested boogie band until health forced a pivot. By 1975, original leader Tom Johnston was too sick to tour, and Michael McDonald stepped in on keys and vocals. He was 23, known for sophisticated harmonies, and some fans heard him as the exact opposite of a biker bar soundtrack. The shift sounded soft to the faithful. Then the new version started printing hits. Minute by Minute, released December 1st, 1978 on Warner Brothers, hit number 1 on the Billboard 200 for the week of April 7th, 1979. What a Fool Believes went to number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 and won Grammys for Song of the Year and Record of the Year. McDonald later admitted, "How did this happen? That smooth DNA fed artists like Kenny Loggins, Hall and Oates, and the entire yacht rock revival." Number 1. Phil Collins. 400 replies came in, and none of them solved the problem. After Peter Gabriel left Genesis, the band placed an anonymous Melody Maker ad for a singer for a Genesis type group, and the auditions dragged on. Phil Collins, 24 and still thinking like a drummer, ended up at the microphone almost by default. As he later put it, "It was not in my mind to become the singer, and nobody else wanted the job." The payoff arrived in February 1976. A Trick of the Tail hit number 3 in the UK and number 31 in the United States, and Genesis cleared major debt while proving the band could survive. The album's Shift, produced with David Henschel, set up decades of success and influenced worlds that rarely agree, from Marillion to U2 to modern prog scenes that still chased that balance of brains and hooks.